And we are on the final video of all my games that are in my backlog. Um, so, I don't know if this will be a two-parter because I have a lot of games that are loose here. But without further ado, the only one that's on here, so these are actually really cool that they're like brain age games. I'm not getting rid of these. I just had nowhere else to like show them off. So I could actually, I tried doing brain age because I was like, oh, maybe I'm just kind of rotting out my brain all the time. And guess what? I don't play it because I'd rather play Ultra Kill and rot my brain. But yeah, this is actually an exclusive European mode. I found it one day though. I was like, I couldn't even believe it. I think it comes with a stylus too. Yeah, it does. So it's pretty unique. Yeah, I don't know why they had it where I was at. There's no reason for anyone to have it. So this is actually something that's kind of cool because it is European exclusive. So if you didn't have it physically, it's kind of hard to come by. Anywho, this is the next one I got, which is Colors Live. The pen, though, is kind of broken, so that kind of sucks. It's not broken in the fact that it won't work. It just needs to be shoved in. But to create the enough force mandatory, it just starts moving back and forth. So that kind of hampers it. But I mean, I put it in for like half a second. I only really got it because it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like Colors Live, and then or would it be Live? I don't know. But it was, with the box and everything, it was like $60, and they had one loose for like 20 or 25, 30 area. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I never played it, but I don't know. This one I feel like I should keep and at least try to fix the pen no matter what, because there's no way that this accessory is not going to be worth something in the future, um, even regardless of like my personal enjoyment. So this is actually a game I'm getting rid of. I do not like. I don't know why. I just don't like this version of. It just feels too like Pixar-y. I guess it's like a new thing that everyone has come up with as a term colloquially. If that's the correct word. Where it's like with the AI, it like puts a Pixar filter on everything. This just doesn't feel like. I don't know. It just does. It just feels weird. I don't know. Like there was a lot of scenes where there was clearly some specific type of something that rhymes with reddish, and it was so clear when someone pointed out. I almost felt kind of like sick, and I just turned it off. I was like, "That is disgusting. That would be in a kid's game." That it actually was that bad. It was so weird. Um, but even regardless of that, I just think it's so like over bloated for nothing. I don't know. I really liked Spyro 2 as a kid, but like I'm not like a die hard for Spyro, so it's like eh. I do have some games from Spyro. Like you'll see the loose collection, the loose discs that I have, that's where like stuff goes off the wall. But yeah, this is actually a game I'm getting rid of because it's like I don't like Spyro. It's just well like I don't like this remaster of Spyro. I do like Spyro. He's all right. They don't have a lot of cool animal mascots anymore. Just have lame, stupid mascots. So I don't know if this will be tall enough to like look down in. Oh, I suppose it is. So these are all my loose DS and GBA games. I didn't really put them on the quick view. I probably should have now I'm thinking about it, but whatever. That video was made too late. So some of these are actually games that I am keeping. Like I keep my copy of Max Payne out, but I probably shouldn't for like the dust. But there are a few cool things in here, like Underground 2, Pokemon Ruby. This is obviously a remake, like a different cart. Super Mario World, but I already have it on SNES Classic, and I have it on sorry, and I have it on blah blah blah, Nintendo Switch Online. This is my original copy of Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 3. Actually, all of these pretty much. The reason why I didn't take them out is I have that DS emulator cartridge, so it's like all these games, aside from ones that really hold a personal meaning to me, like my copy of Soul Silver, like I can just play all these online. But just to show you, I have like Mystery Dungeon, American Skate Land, Bowser's Inside Story, Partners in Time, Soul Silver, like I said, Pokemon Ranger, Rhythm Heaven, Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, Super Mario 64 DS, and Pokemon Diamond. So, yeah, like out of all those, honestly, I would just play them. I've already played like a lot of these, so it's not like they're even like anything to be gleamed. I just wanted to show those off. But yeah, especially with that DS port thing, there's really like, well, I don't know. I do keep the original hardware for some of that stuff, so it's like I can play it whenever. But that was just something that's like once I got it, I was like, oh, I can just play Mario 64 DS. Well, it's like why would you even play that version? Honestly, it's like you can just emulate it. That's kind of a lot of the problem with a lot of these really older games. It's like you could just do that. So I got two binders here. Some of them are, let me see. I think this is just in the front. Let's see. All right. Can this be seen? Yeah. So, The Evil Within 1. Yeah, I don't know how I'm even going to do this. I guess I'll just have to take out a few loose discs. So, yeah. Back before COVID, I would literally be a cockroach and I would go around and just scrounge for like the tiniest discs, like any disc I could get my hands on. I love just because I don't really care about the cases all too much. So I got a bunch of cool. These aren't like the super cool ones, but I got a lot of games that are just loose discs for way cheaper. I'm like, I don't care. But now these loose disc copies are worth just as much as they are in a box, and it's insane. So, which is kind of given, a lot of people they can't really play the games they want because they can't even play it loose. So, in the, I guess we'll read like a book. So, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I already have Ninja Gaiden, like I said. Probably a better way to play it, because, I mean, I'm not gonna like boot up the original Xbox version just to play like a worse version that I have right here. Character action game. It's just a remake. I think I already talked about it before. Evil Within. I was just talking about Evil Within 2 like a minute ago in my time, but like I don't. It's like a week from whenever this was uploaded. Uh, yeah, I don't. I honestly don't even remember anything about the Evil Within because I never played it. So I bought it though. So Project Gotham Racing 3. Um, Probably still would want to play Forza first though. Honestly. Spider-Man 3. I don't know. I think I said something about in my PS3 video that I bought my Spider-Man 3 Ultimate Edition because I didn't have Spider-Man 3, but it's clearly a lie. I have Spider-Man 3 right here. Anyway, Drawn to Life, the next chapter. I have not played any of the Drawn to Life games. This was like $1. Felt like picking it up. I don't know. It was originally a DS game, so I don't know how it translates to Wii all that well. Okay. Oh yeah, these are some of the better ones. So we have 50 Cent Blood in the Sand. I got that for $5 loose. I don't know what it's worth now, but I got it because I was like, oh, Blood in the Sand. That's like that funny like beat 'em up game, right? I don't know if it even is. I think he made 2 games that were like tie-in games to his brand. I don't know if that is the correct terminology. I don't even remember which one that is. But yeah, imagine like Kanye making a game. Wouldn't that be funny? Yakuza 4, but this was before the remaster, so when I got it for $5, it was actually cool. But now it's probably not even worth jack diddly at this point. Again, I really haven't played a lot of Yakuza, so I don't know why I like collected a lot of them, but whatever. This one I don't even think I'd ever even play again because you can just play it on Steam, the remastered one. I don't even know if they're official remasters, but they're just like better ports regardless. Wild Arms 3. Uh, Never played it. Played Wild Arms with my friends. Uh, my one friend really likes it. He's brought it over. We've played the version on Switch a few times, so it's okay. I just, I know that the games are really expensive. That's kind of what 90% of these are. Like, these are games that I got for way cheaper than they are, but that's because they're disc. I think I got it for about $10, and I think it retailed for about 35 to 45 at the time. I don't know what it is now. It could be way more ridiculous, especially with people having nostalgia. And then 50 cent bulletproof again, less than $5, or I scrounged for it. Like, you know, I don't know why. I don't even like 50 cent. It's just it's just funny. Like that's kind of the thing that a lot of this generation doesn't have access to is just you used to be able to have enough like loose change to just buy something kind of funny, like especially with used games. Now it's like you can't even buy anything, even with like toys, like with Legos. You used to be able to just go around and just buy stuff. Now it's like you can't even do that. Kind of sad, honestly. Like a lot of this stuff, like how would someone who's 16 ever find a hobby that they like in terms of video games? They're never going to because it's so expensive. There's gonna be nothing that they look back on that's good. Nothing. What do they got to have? We have 50 Cent Blood in the Sand. Like that's actually funny. There's nothing that's like that anymore. It's just all corporate and like Fortnite. It's terrible. You know. Anywho, uh, Pac-Man World 3. I I don't know. I like Pac-Man World 2. I've kept my copy for so long, but it's just, I haven't like played it that much. I mean, I don't really even like Pac-Man that much as a brand. I like Pac-Man the arcade game for about 10, 15 minutes if I feel like I mean, I have Championship Edition on Steam, but it's not like anything crazy. Like, ooh, I gotta play Pac-Man World 3. It's just kind of something that I have because I know it's so cheap when I got it. So I don't know if it's even good because I hear everyone talk about Pac-Man World 2, but no one talks about 3. No one talks about Pac-Man World 1 either. So, you know. State of Emergency by Rockstar. The state of emergency is the fact that they haven't released any other game aside from Red Dead or GTA in like 10 years, 15 years. Well, actually. Wait a minute. That's scary. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not possible. Is that really possible? GTA fall. Wow. It came out in 2013. So that means it's been more than like 15 years, right? Then they've made a game that's not GTA. Because what was the last. Well, whatever. Regardless of that. I don't know. Rockstar game. Probably bought it for $1, but I don't know. And then Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. One of my friends liked it. It was like $1. I got it. End of discussion. All my loose GameCube games. Sonic Heroes. Shadow the Hedgehog. Again, look how many like Sonic games I have, but I've said multiple times I don't really like Sonic that much. So I don't know why I kept buying them. I mean, this is my original copy from when I was a kid, so I mean, I got to keep it, but it's not like Sonic Heroes was even any good. I mean, it was fine, but it's not like I think their music. I think Sonic's music is probably the only thing that I really like consistently. But that doesn't matter because you're supposed to play a video game for the video game. But Sega's music department, they need to put that in every single game. They need to be in control of every single one. Uh, I don't know what that is. I think it's a puzzle game. Beats me. Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. I wait. I think I talked about. I don't remember. I don't remember if I played Proving Ground all the way through. Did I? Well, either way, Proving Ground was at the point where Tony Hawk really was sucking, so there's really no point to even being like, oh, Proving Ground was such a hidden gem. It was not. I think that was like right before Ride. But still, I did play all of the Tony Hawk games, mostly. Not all of them, but most of them. And being able to play Proving Ground, I think they said the PS2 version was slightly better because they had to make it more arcadey because of the limitations of the console. But I might be mistaken about that. I'm not too sure. I only got it because it was Tony Hawk. Rainbow Six Vegas. This is kind of a weird one. Why I even have it? It's people would be like, well, why are you even? I mean, out of all things, this that I'm making a comment of. When I was at a thrift store when I was younger, that was the first PC game I ever had was Rainbow Six Vegas. I don't know why. I barely remember anything about it, but I've always kept a copy around wanting to play it, but it never seems to happen. And it probably won't because I don't want to play Rainbow Six Vegas. I have other games to pick from, like 50 Cent. So, Jade Empire. It's just an Xbox game. I heard it's pretty good, but I got no uh, opinion on it one way or another. I have another copy of Samba de Amigo. Uh-oh. That's not good. Because that means I wasn't paying attention and I bought another copy somewhere. That's what it used to be like. Um, Frontlines, Fuel of War. I don't know. This was something that I. Again, this is also like what's it called? Where I've kind of kept it all this time. You know what? This is gonna be a bigger one anyway because I got many more games on here than I do anything else. But Frontlines Fuel of War. This is a game that I saw the cover for and I just kind of liked it for whatever reason. So it's just something that really stood out to me. I don't know why. There's a PC version. I saw the box one time and I considered buying it, but I was like, you know, not really my thing to buy that. But I don't know. I still bought the 360 version, so it doesn't really matter. Soul Calibur 5. I played Soul Calibur 6 because it was free on Humble Bundle, but I didn't really get into it all that much, so. I think. I don't think I've ever even played like a few matches with people aside from that one time because it's like. Just. I don't know. Especially with like the knocking out thing in it, that being its gimmick is just such a bore of an idea. Like, oh, you can play and then you get knocked out immediately and you die. Oh, what fun. I'm having so much fun doing that. Yeah, woohoo. Downhill Jam. That's a Wii exclusive. I played it for a little bit. It's like a racing game. I don't know. It's been so long. It's Tony Hawk. I don't know, man. I don't know. Even like the reboot remake whatever of 1 and 2 I was not really impressed with because it's just something that there's a specific styling in the older ones that's just not in the newer ones and it's just obviously so gone. I don't know how Tony Hawk even no one even skateboards anymore. I have a skateboard, but it's like I don't even skateboard anymore that much. I don't know how Tony Hawk has like lasted the test of time. It's probably because he's the only professional like sports player in anything that like I don't think he's had a single controversy in terms of his personal life. So that's probably the only reason why he's still around because he's basically squeaky clean for advertisers. Guilty Gear X. Uh, One of my friends really likes Guilty Gear a lot, and again, it's kind of just like if if you look at that, it says copying and or transmission strictly prohibited. So I guess if I ever want to play Guilty Gear X, it's strictly prohibited to copy it. I'll keep that in mind. Ooh. I mean, why would they even put a label on that? Need for Speed Underground. I don't think this copy works. So I don't know why I have it around. I don't think it works. Need for Speed. I like Most Wanted. I like a lot of them, but they're just kind of you kind of got to be in the mood for it. There's no racing games anymore either, which kind of sucks. Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. Again, I've never finished a Resident Evil game, so why do I keep buying these? I think this one's only, though, because of the fact that the game was so expensive compared to everything else. Like, I bought that way before it was way more expensive, but all these Resident Evil games and Silent Hill games are, like, way too expensive. Sniper Ghost Warrior. I remember seeing a video about some guy reviewing every single City game at City, not Citi, just City game. And I remember him talking about Ghost Warrior. I played this for like about 10 minutes, and then on Steam there was Ghost Warrior 3. And I remember actually playing that. It was a decent time. It was like cool to see the progression. I think they made a lot of stinkers, so that's why City Games was looked down upon. How many more? Man, that's a lot more. I think we can get through this in one video. A lot of these, again, were just more like cheap games I found. So Spyro the Eternal Night. I mean, honestly, Spyro was probably just as long in Skylanders as he was in his regular game series at this point. So I don't know. I don't know anyone. I mean, Enter the Dragonfly, that was kind of the last game that anyone ever talked about, and since it was so bad, Spyro never really recovered. Like, at least Crash Bandicoot had Twinsanity after he had the mid one. What was it? Wrath of Cortex. So it's like he at least had a good one. I mean, Twinsanity's not perfect, but at least it was like good. Spyro literally just like dropped off a cliff after that. And even then, like Crash, I'm kind of surprised he's lasted this long too, with all of his mid games like Mind Over Mutant, all those other ones. Fatal Fury, I only got it because I played Terry in Smash Brothers. I was kind of curious. Again, it's just basically Street Fighter. I have nothing to comment on. I don't like. It's not a mean thing. I just literally have nothing to comment on. MotoGP 07. I probably got it for $1 because I don't know why I would randomly pick up a MotoGP game. I got no idea for you. I only got this because it looked like a cool disc thing. I don't even know what it is. Xeno Warrior Princess. I think it's some show from like the 90s. I never watched it. I don't even know if it's a good game. I don't even know if it's a good TV series. Just looked like a cool gear. That's why I got that. Ugh. Tropico 3. This is a game where I know I have like an entire collection of all of them on Steam, and yet I still bought the 360 version. So, you know, kind of on me. I think it's where you're just basically doing Sim City as you're a dictator, which is fun, but like a lot of those Sim City games, again, you kind of have to be in a mood for because you have to dedicate a lot more time to those types of games. You have to like think about it. It's not like Ultraco where I can basically just turn my brain off. You have to really like think about resource management and all that stuff. So, kind of something at least a little different. I'm surprised they made 6 games though. I mean, it has to be that popular. Soul Calibur 2. Again, why did I keep buying these games? I don't even have 2 Xbox controllers because my Duke died. I literally have no other way to play anyone in Soul Calibur 2. So why did I get it? I don't know. A shopping addiction. I know that they have Spawn in here, which is really cool. It's kind of cool that they had different versions having different characters. That's something that really wouldn't happen now. Xbox would give their characters away. Thrillville. Why? I don't know. Why did I buy it? Beats me. I'd ask me from like 5 years ago, and I'd probably be like, I don't know. Kill Leak, the DNA Imperative. This is actually a game I have played, weirdly. Out of all the games in here that I've pretty much just like blown by, this is a game I have played. It's a I think it's a first person like mech shooter thing and I played this like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So the fact I still even think about it. It had really cool box art because I had a PS1 long box of it, and then I sold it and I was like, no, I actually kind of wanted to play it one day. They have a sequel. I can't remember what it is for the life of me. I don't have it, but it's like, yeah, It was a like launch-ish PS1 game. It might have been a launch PS1 game, but I'm not too sure about that. It at least was in release year because it had the huge jewel case, which I think those things are so ridiculous. They're so bad to display because the name on them is reversed from every single one, so it's kind of like pointless to try and display. It looks really weird. Pure. This is an ATV game. You know me, I'm a huge ATV enthusiast in real life. Love my ATV. You know, it's pretty strange too. Let's see. Do I want to play anything on here? Probably not right now. But yeah, it's pretty strange that it's like I don't know why would I get that? Like honestly, I have no idea. Need for Speed Nitro. Actually, I should probably get rid of this. I can't even play Shred. I used to have the board though for Ride. I did. I did have the board for Ride. I never played it, so that was kind of pointless. Oh yeah, Need for Speed Nitro. I know that it's an exclusive Need for Speed game on Wii. I don't know if it's good. Need for Speed is similar to like Call of Duty, where they have a lot of good bangers, and it's just kind of like they're literally just spinning their wheels over and over again. But they're spinning their wheels over and over again, just kind of keeping the series going on longer than it reasonably should have ever gotten, you know? Deus Ex, Human Revolution. This is... So, I really like Deus Ex 1 in terms of a lot of its gameplay. I've never, like, fully beat it, but I still... I love what Deus Ex did for a lot of gaming. It's very good in terms of what you can actually do, like your interactivity. I think that they had a lot of that in Deus Ex Human Revolution, but the problem is that Mankind Divided ruined the ending of the original. Well, I guess this is like the reboot, but it ruined the ending of this game because they picked every single one. So the same thing applied to Invisible War, where every single ending is canon somehow. It doesn't even make any sense how that's possible with such drastic changes. But yeah, Adam Jensen, he's not as cool as J.C. Denton though. And it's weird we've never gotten a remaster for Deus Ex, and it's like easily accessible. That's something strange too. But I shouldn't be giving them any ideas. They probably make the game way worse. Guitar Hero. I got this for $1. Don't have a guitar to play it. So, sucks to be me, I guess. Watch Dogs. You know, it's kind of crazy that we did have Watch Dogs come out, and it was, like, a really impressive game. And then they just lied. Like, they, like, seriously lied about the graphical fidelity of this game. Like, they literally just didn't even care about the fact that they lied to everyone for like seemingly no reason, and they got away with it after all of that. So it's not like it's even, you know. And then like Watch Dogs 2 came out. It's so weird. The whole thing was based on the dude's niece. Like, you're going so far down the chain at that point. Like, your niece, like, dude, I mean, I get it, but it's like, you know, when hacking was really in vogue at the time, but it was like, I don't know. That one was dumb. That one's like really stretching the believability of what was cool and possible with hacking. I heard Watch Dogs 2 was better. Watch Dogs Legion was like so forgettable, so no one cared. So, but I don't know. It's really cool that they have these like ports that they had. It shows how scary that stuff is, that they had support for the 360 up until like I think the last game that came out that was a major game that came out was on the PS3 and 360, which is Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, they literally supported that thing for a decade. You know, a decade. And they don't even do that now, and they probably could. At this point, if you had to, like, stop ever updating and they only could use the technology that they have now, they probably would never need to go much more higher, honestly. There's not too many games with different ideas. Like, Pikmin could never be done on a SNES, but now we're at the point where you can basically do anything. like it's basically uncapped. I mean, there's really like what else could you do? Like Teardown is a cool like a PC game that's like actually something that's cool to have have like a cool display, but it's like that's pretty much it, you know. Uh, Bust a Move 2 Arcade Edition. Um, I like playing Bust a Move. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. I think I'm not going to be able to finish this in one video, so I think I will cut this off at this point, and I will come back in the next one. So I will see you for part 2. Thank you for watching.